Hey guys, John here again. Right, this video is going to be my number 3 update video of CD requests from Metal Mickey. Very good guy. He's on the VC. If you want the link to his video, check out number 2 of this. I'm going to do he's wanted to see every single CD I own. Now there's going to be many of these videos because I can't do it all in, I don't think I could even do it in a week. I might probably, I suppose, if I didn't have a life outside. Right, so first thing I'm going to show is going to be, he'll laugh at me for this because he's seen this already and I still haven't opened it, and I've had it for quite a few weeks, and it is Return to Forever by the Scorpions Tour Edition, and it's still sealed. Mike, I haven't opened it at all, just I completely forgot I had it lying around. So yeah, maybe I'll open it today and or tomorrow and play it, but it's got loads of good stuff on there, and that's from 2016. Right, next one is Scorpions Humanity. This is an awesome album. This is has been my favourite of the noughties. This came out in 2007. Played it over and over again. I love the song Humanity. It's just absolutely amazing. But then, you know, it was produced by Desmond Child on there, so you know he's worked with Bon Jovi and loads of other artists. So really good songs on there. There's The Future Never Dies, awesome. But yeah, my favourite album of the noughties for sure. Probably my favourite album even from anything that came after Crazy World. So yeah, and my son went and damaged my first one, so I had to get a replacement, and I think this is my replacement. But yeah, Mike, go out and buy that or watch it on YouTube. Another one that I've had to replace as well because my original got scratched really bad, and that is brilliant live album by Scorpions, Live Bites. You can normally get this quite cheap. It's got this came out in '95. It's got some good stuff on there as well, and listen to Living for Tomorrow. That is awesome, and In Trance is on there. Hit Between the Eyes, Crazy World, Wind of Change, all good stuff on there. Then I've got this best of Scorpions from 1999. This is alright. It would have been good they did a double CD issue of it, but there's a few songs that the song Love Is Blind, I just didn't really like that, and it was a previously unreleased track. Wasn't really into that, but you know, there is a few songs that I think should have been on there. A lot more of the late 70s stuff, I think. Right, this is a later one. This is from 2010, and this is Sting in the Tail. Now, I've only listened to this a couple of times. Do you know what, every time I go in the shop I keep thinking, have I got that album, or not? And that's the problem with owning too many records and getting old. So yeah, I can't really tell you much about this. I haven't listened to it a lot, but maybe I'm gonna have to give that another listen. Right, this is a good CD as well. This is awesome. I bought this one 3 years ago, and it came out in 2013, but I bought it in 2014. And it's Scorpions Unplugged 2 CD. A lot of the songs are, well, you know, slightly rearranged, I think, but still really good. And Morton Harkett from a-ha is on Wind of Change, singing on there, and I like a-ha, so but there's some really cool songs, if you can see that. But that's yeah, I was Stinging the Tail was the first track on there. This one was a hard one for me to find, and it's called Deadly Sting, and this is from '95, and it's got a song on there, Edge of Time, which I think is just a bonus on that CD. There's quite a few good tracks on there otherwise. And oh, he's gonna laugh at me big time. I brought that Scorpions Return to Forever because I didn't think, I went in the shop and thought, no, I ain't got it, because there's a new one out last year, and I have got it. So, oops. So Mike, if you haven't got this one's for sale, okay? And probably never been played. I think I probably unwrapped it, maybe played it once, and that's it. But that's the single, the tracks on the back. It's got bonus tracks on it as well. So yeah, 2015, that one. I think the other one was just reissued a year later, because I'm sure it's 2016. Yeah, it says 2016 on there. But obviously the album was 2015, so for sale, Mike. Let me know what you think. Oh, and whatever that is, Forever and a Day in cinemas soon. That's just popped out. But there's the booklet in there. Scorpions Unbreakable. I really didn't get into this. Listened to it a few times. Thought the cover was crap. Okay, yeah, it's got a scorpion on there, but no, not really into that. 2004. A cool ballad, a cool CD with rockers and ballads is Rockers and Ballads, Scorpions, and I've shown this on vinyl. That's the CD. This is my original CD from when I probably bought it in the early 90s. But yeah, really good CD. The only thing I'd say about this is the it could do a remastering, to be quite honest. Some of the songs don't sort of gel very well. Just the sound, but other than that, pretty cool. Another album I couldn't really get into much, I didn't really own till a lot later, is Pure Instinct. This was really hard to get hold of. I didn't buy it when it first came out, and then later on it's got quite expensive. That's an album, there's a few songs on there I like, and that's about it. And that's from '96. This one I have no idea why I bought it. I think I got it cheap. I hope I didn't pay what the ticket says. And it is the Moment of Glory CD, which is obviously it's got the Berlin Philharmonica. Trying to say that when I'm drunk. Right, this is from 2000. It's got Hurricane 2000 on there, so obviously Rock You Like a Hurricane. It's, you know, the only song I can hear in my heart's on there, which is a good song, and you know, Big City Nights. But I've listened to this probably twice in all the time I've had it, and it's not one that I would ever go back to. I'm just not really into that sort of stuff. Then an awesome album, Crazy World. There's a yellow sticker on there. I tried, it needs to come off, but yeah, absolutely awesome album. First Scorpions album I ever owned back in 1990. I bought it on cassette. I wore my cassette out big time. But yeah, amazing. Virgin Killer, Pictured Life, is on. What did I say? Pictured Life. Virgin Killer, Pictured Life is the first track. If you're not familiar with this, it's a pretty good album. It's probably not my favourite of the 70s, but it's still pretty good. And if you check my recent video or one, I show the band cover of, yeah, I'm not going to say anymore, but it was banned when it came, not long after it came out, of Virgin Killer. Right, and I got that on vinyl. So another one from the 90s, I think it is, yeah, 99, is Eye to Eye. This is quite experimental, I think, by them. There's a few good songs on here I like 10 Years Light Away, and what was the other one? Oh God, Moment in a Million Years, which is amazing song. But there's a few other good songs on here. Skywriter, What You Get, What You Give, Get Back. But other than that, it's quite experimental and a bit weird in places. That To Be Number One, I hate that song, but that was, I think, the first single off of there. Terrible song, I really hated it. But yeah, 1999, Eye to Eye. I actually bought that in Poole. I remember going to the UK and grabbing that when I saw it. First album, Lonesome Crow. It's the only Scorpions album that is more more weird than that last one. So this is the first album, but you know, it says 1972 on it. It came out, I think that's when it did actually come out. But this was when Michael Schenker was in the band with Rudolph, and yeah, the very first record. So, and I've got that on picture disc. An okay album, one that came after Crazy World, and it is Face the Heat. There's a few good songs on here. Alien Nation, No Pain No Gain, Woman, Ship of Fools, Lonely Nights, Under the Same Sun, did I say that? Someone to Touch. Around that time, this probably saved, it was something I played a lot because there wasn't a lot of great music that I was into at that time. So I was still listening to much older stuff in the 70s and 80s. So just to get me through the 90s when that crappy grunge period was going. I really hate grunge music. Even though I do have some Nirvana albums. So, Taken by Force from 77. This has got Will Burn the Sky, which is absolutely awesome. The Sails of Sharon, that's absolutely awesome song. You know, that is a really good one. He's a woman, she's a man. Steam Rock Fever. And this is the one with Suspender Love and Polar Lights on the other side. But yeah, this is one of my, I think this is my second favourite, second or third favourite 70s album of theirs. This is my first favourite 70s one, Love Drive. Absolutely amazing album. You know, even what was it? Another Piece of Meat. I've never been a fan of Another Piece of Meat, but that's actually it. You know, when you listen to it from the start to finish, that record, you just get into it. You know, it's pretty cool, and you've got the amazing song Holiday on there, Love Drive, Loving You Sunday Morning, and Always Somewhere. Just, and Is There Anybody There? That just killer tracks. Oh, there's the back, and that's the early CDs. Then awesome live album, Tokyo Tapes. And this is the reissue one, remastered. That is a really cool album. Original came out in 78, so. And then we got Fly to the Rainbow, which is the second album, Scorpions album. Speedy's Common, I know. The other ones I don't really listen to. Fly to the Rainbow, I think, is the only other one I've listened to, but much better than the first album. So, and this is, it says here that this issue was done in 1983 on CD. Now I think that has been reissued on LP in 83. The original would have been 73, 74, I think, sort of time. Right, one of the best live albums, Scorpions Worldwide Live. Now that is pretty killer. That is killer all the way through. Killer and no filler. I think the only song on there I don't really like, obviously, is Another Piece of Meat. Is a bit, just bores me a bit. But the rest, you know, Bad Boys Running Wild, it's killer. And The Zoo, that's amazing. Then probably my favourite 80s album of theirs, Love at First Sting. That is awesome. Bad Boys Running Wild on there, which has got a killer intro. Rock You Like a Hurricane, Big City Nights, all that. Still Loving You. As Soon as the Good Times Roll, that's killer. That's from 1984 originally. Savage Amusement, which used to be my favourite of theirs in the 80s, but yeah, you know, there are killer tracks on there as well. Rhythm of Love, Walking on the Edge, Don't Stop at the Top, Believe in Love, Every Minute Every Day, really cool. Animal Magnetism, which has got the bonus track Hey You, which is a rare single. That if you can get hold of Hey You, I don't know how much you pay for it nowadays, but that is I love that song as well, Hey You. Make It Real, Lady Starlight, Falling in Love, The Zoo, Animal Magnetism, another killer album. And then another amazing one, Blackout, and this came out originally in 1982. So you got Blackout, Can't Live Without You, No One Like You, You Give Me All You Need. You know, that's just amazing. Dynamite, China White, When the Smoke Is Going Down. Just killer. And that's it for my Scorpions. And just one CD from someone who was in Scorpions, and that's Uli John Roth. And I've not actually listened to this yet. I picked it up in a charity shop and I was like, I've got to get that. Cool. From 1984, this one, or it was released in 85. This is the 2009 reissue, and it's called Electric Sun, remastered edition. So yeah, I've got to stick that on, have a good listen to that. Right. I didn't really show you any other bands, did I? So I'm gonna stop this video here and do another video tomorrow or something. So cheers for watching, keep rocking, and hope you enjoyed that Metal Mickey. See you guys.